Hello, and welcome to a new leg of a familiar journey. We're here in Pokemon Emerald. I almost said Race to Glory, but this is our Generation Lock or Genlocke. How you doing, Aido?
Yeah, I feel like when you take a hit on the head and you start feeling like you've got deja vu and
Yeah, you
it all
seeing?
feels really familiar and like you've done it before.
Yeah,
Literally.
yeah, seeing double. Yeah.
Yeah,
Should I actually set the time to the right time this time?
that would be a good idea.
I don't actually
Yeah,
know.
so the reason myself and Chase are joking about getting a knock on the head and having deja vu and feeling in quite a familiar setting. Um, we kind of wiped.
Yeah, not so good.
Yeah, we wiped our last run of Emerald in Gym 7. 30% being shit at the game and 70% having shit RNG, basically. Wrecked us in the end.
Yeah,
So we were sort of, this was yesterday when we wiped actually from like time of recording. So we saw, well, I sought advice from Reddit just to see what the idea was in terms of what we should do regarding the run. Obviously, we've been a generation lock and is already recording and now uploading the second leg on YouTube as we speak. Remember, you've got to go in May's house here.
I think so, yeah.
One person, it was a really good comment. It was actually from Reddit user named LYRRH, who said that they generally use the end of the last game as a checkpoint, and then sort of, oh, why is someone downvoted this comment for? That was a good comment. They use it as a checkpoint, and then like if they wipe, they restart from that. So we had a few different options, but I think that was the one for terms of our own personal enjoyment and connection to the run, and I think ultimately for the viewers' purpose as well. I think we've decided that's probably the best one to do. I think we're both in unanimous agreement with that, weren't we?
Yeah, no, agreed. We had a few options for sure, and we decided that it would probably be we want to give this round and this team that we were playing with, who you'll see in a minute when we get them. Um, we'd like to give them one more try through this, and yeah, just see how it goes. But obviously, you know the way a Nuzlocke works, we can't just pick up where we left off. We failed that run, so we're starting over. And now we're back to a good old prisoner's dilemma, which I think is going to be even more complicated than the last time, because last time it was fairly obvious, with Aido's favorite Pokemon of all time being this Pokeball right here. But I ended up saying, he ended up saying Torchic, I ended up saying Trico, and so we ended up with Mudkip. Um, but now, after a whole run of Mudkip, Aido might be a little bit more attached to Mudkip, and that makes it tricky, because if we say the same things, we'll end up with something else. So it's going to be very
Yeah,
interesting. It's,
I've been thinking of how to play this.
and we're
I
probably
usually
going to
just
play ourselves and end up with Trico here, aren't we? So
Yeah, I've already told you what I want anyway, so it's
we'll
fine.
see. All right. So, are you ready?
Yeah, so we'll 3, 2, 1, and then say it straight after one.
Yep. Ready? You want to do the countdown?
Yep. 3, 2, 1, torture.
Trico. Okay. We same as last time. We'll be going with Mudkip. Uh, I actually kind of wanted to switch it up this time, but uh,
Yep.
I
So
wasn't.
so did I. But I was, funnily enough, I was actually going to say Trico to try and, because I thought you'd pick Torchic to maybe give me an opportunity to use Torchic. So at least we'd end up with Mudkip. So I'm glad I literally just changed my mind last second. That
I'm really glad you did too, because I was debating, but I was like, you know what? There's no way he will pick. Oh, that's unlucky. There's no way he will pick Trico. So I'm like, I'd be happy with either of the other two comparatively.
yeah.
So we will see.
Yeah, that's exactly why I was going to go for Trico, but then I thought, you probably think I'm not going to pick Trico. So,
It's
we were
fun
both
mind
sort of
games.
right in our thinking there.
Yes, yeah. No, I'm happy with Mudkip again. We'll maybe give him a new name because it's a new run.
Yeah, we'll give him a new name. Sorry, I'll get that up. Actually.
Yeah, we did last time. This was Earmuff, I believe. The Mudkip.
Yeah, it was Earmuff. Sorry, let me just get that loaded up. I was dawdling on that. Not random nosebleed, random noun generator.
Random nosebleed. Is that its name, nosebleed? Well.
I mean, that was just what came up instead of noun generator, but it can be if you want it to be.
Oh, lol. That'd be pretty funny.
I'll give you the names, and then if there's none better than that, then we'll go for it. So why is it not letting me? Come on. This thing is a lot more fiddly than it used to be.
The random noun generator. Yeah.
Yeah. Sorry. Let me.
It's okay.
Here we go.
Take your time. This is gonna be good.
So we have antigen. Hourglass is in H, because I don't say my H as hourglass. And seller is in like someone who sells something, not.
Oh, okay. I was thinking like.
I prefer seller as in a seller. So I mean.
I kind of want it. I'll let you weigh in here, but I was thinking the instinct to antigen is kind of, if you break it up, anti-gen, because we're doing a Genlocke. But I'd be happy with either of the other two as well. Those are pretty decent. So hourglass.
Yeah, we'll go for antigen. Mate.
We'll call him Anti for short.
Yeah.
Maybe he'll be the antigen we need to cure ourselves of failed run. Failure.
Shit. Yeah, for some reason this noun generator doesn't.
Where can we get our friends out of the PC or no? I don't believe
we can when we get to next time. Yeah.
Gotcha. I will not do any grinding or anything here. Oh, let's check its nature really quick.
Yeah, I'm a bit behind, so just shout it out to me.
It's a modest nature.
Okay, it's plus special attack.
Not bad.
I can't remember what the minus is for that. Minus attack. So that could be better.
Yeah, not the best, not the worst.
Because Mudkip is a mixed attacker, so you know we'll be putting EVs into it, so it shouldn't be too much of an issue.
Shouldn't be, indeed. I don't think I'm gonna fight these. We'll just go up to May. We'll grab our friends. Yeah.
Yeah.
Is that fair for this battle? We'll only use our starters still, maybe.
I think we used Pontius for it last time, and he just absolutely brilliant.
Yeah. So our friends are all here. Probably gonna leave Jaina behind more than likely for now, just because.
Yeah, Jaina probably won't come out of the box until we've
hit the level limit. We can actually use
2.
her. But yeah, so we'll go through everyone because we have some natures and movesets and things to show you all too. This is gonna be a bit of a new one. So yeah, we'll quickly start with Magikarp just because we're not going to go back to it, but it has Swift Swim, which will be replaced by Intimidate when it evolves. It's an adamant nature. We just randomize those. Do you want to go through that process of how we randomize those or pick those?
Yeah, basically, at the start of what is now the last run that we did, we went online and I just got the list, which I'm looking at now actually, which is how I did the modest nature. I just put in a random generator 1 to 24. There's 25 natures, but 0 is hardy, which is a neutral nature. So I just thought, for the sake of making it easy for me to read, I got rid of that. So yeah, I just randomised 1 to 24 6 times. Took note of the number, and then we decided amongst each other what we were going to give each Pokemon. So obviously you can see there. Geodude may as well have had a neutral nature plus special attack minus special defense. So yeah, kind of he's the only one who really loses out because you never want minus special defense. You'd rather have the minus special attack, of course, for Geodude. Yeah, Adamant we give to Gyarados. We were just discussing before we recorded. That was probably the highlight of Puma move for this gen only, because obviously it gets better access to special type moves in this gen, but it should be okay in the future. And then all the rest of them have got pretty decent natures for
Agreed.
what we need them for anyway.
Very much agreed. Yeah, no, it was a fun kind of semi-random, semi-chosen piece. Like they're all randomly picked, and then we could just like assign them. Kind of like the inspiration for this was from D&D, how you can kind of use your like roll for your stats and then assign them differently as you wish. So here we go. We're fighting our rival battle. We'll give Antigen his time. I may slip up occasionally and call him fucking earmuff, but we'll easily KO Trico, get a level up, and yeah, the tricky thing with this will be. I didn't realize he got mud slapped out early, but it's kind of a shit move anyway. The tricky thing is we're playing with triple water type, so I mean one of them's a ground type. So, but yeah, we're definitely a little heavy on the ground type or the water types and such in this, and we've learned very quickly as well that our fire type is not all that useful. His moveset is honestly not great. So yeah, just a tough situation. Oh wait,
especially when Pokemon like Gyarados, for example, they can learn Flamethrower, you can get access to a Salamence later on in the game, which is also better for using any moves like that.
Yeah.
And I think even Pontius can learn Flamethrower actually. So, it's not really. I mean, he's lost. Well, even from the first episode of the first leg, we kind of highlighted him as even a weak link then. So
yeah, exactly.
Yeah, I don't think he'll see much action in this, unfortunately.
No. Very occasionally he'll have some usefulness, but yeah, overall not the ideal type. Blaziken would have been better, but oh well.
Yes, absolutely.
Got them running shoes.
I didn't know because I'd sort of planted in your head that I was going to use Mudkip, and all along the gen, I've said that before we've recorded. I've made it clear what I want, or what I at least want to avoid, because majority of the time I take most of what it is. But yeah, this time I could have baited you into giving me a Torchic, but I was unsure what you'd go for. So so our first one is a Wurmple, which is
I'm not gonna waste all our balls on it. I'll tackle it a few times.
Well, yeah, I was gonna say it's useful to have actually, isn't it? So. Especially if it comes to Dustox, but either way, Beautifly is good for gym number 2 anyway.
Indeed.
So we've got wow, Sister, Steak, or Death.
Steak or death. We'll go with steak, I guess. I don't know.
Yeah. Wow.
This is a little heavy. We'll go quickly heal up here just to reset Antigen's health, and we'll start making our way to the next town. We'll do probably most of our leveling off screen just because it's not that riveting.
Yeah.
We'll get our 103 encounter real quick.
Well. I'm quite behind on the stream, unfortunately, so I'll just.
Nah, it's okay. I'll wait. We got a Poochyena on Route 103 here.
Okay, could be better, I guess, but yeah, we'll see how it gets on.
He's missed his attack. Nice. We'll get our mud slaps just to drop that accuracy even further. And he's gonna miss. Nice. I'll get one more in there, and then we'll quickly throw a ball. Yeah. Yeah, it seems like a lot of the early game stuff isn't that threatening given our amazing team. But yeah, uh, we've got Puccina, so we've got another random 3 nouns when you're ready. Aido. Oh, well. Aido is gone, so we'll go ahead and finish that nickname for him. Yeah. Hopefully he comes back. I don't know. We'll pause here. Okay, so we just had a brief internet outage there. We fixed that. I caught Aido up, and now we have Steak and Death in our team. But yeah, so this is our Route 102 encounter. We're just saying we might get a Ralts here. Is that correct? Is that on the...
It's a possibility. A very low one, but yeah, there's a couple of different sort of low percent encounters. Ideally, for me, I think the best one would be Zigzagoon.
Agreed.
But yeah, you never know.
Agreed. We'll go to Pen here. Get that water gun going.
We get Pen or Pontius out. It's quite easy.
When in doubt, Pen or Pontius out, indeed. We'll switch quickly just to give someone else some EXP. Although we're not going to really want to put Judge in against the next gym anyway. Judge is a female in this, suddenly. Interesting.
Oh yeah, I'll fix that at some point.
That's okay, yeah.
Yeah, so Jaina and Pen are the only females on the team.
Yeah. That's okay. Alright, Wurmple is still not a duplicate there, so we'll maybe just leave this one for now, unless you want...
Yeah, just while you're going through this, actually, I forgot to explain the rules properly. So, obviously this one is a full hardcore Nuzlocke, set mode, no items in battle, well, no healing. In battle, held items are okay. Leveling past the gym leader's ace, and if we do accidentally level them past, they just can't be used in that battle. And yeah, if a Pokemon dies, it's released, it's gone. That's about it, really, isn't it? It's a pretty simple aspect. End of luck. And yeah, just one sort of a quality of life rule that we're using. Obviously, Chase picked up a couple of berries there. That's quite fitting time.
Timely.
Yeah, so once, because Chase picked up a berry there, what we're doing with berries is if we find one of that berry, we give ourselves essentially unlimited amounts, because in theory we could do that by just sitting and watching the berries grow for hours. So just to make our lives easier, we're just allowing ourselves unlimited amounts of those berries.
We're not interested in sitting and watching the berries grow. It's not really our jam.
No.
So, okay, let's grab a couple potions. Let's get like 6. I think we should get 1 or 2 of these just in case something happens and we need it.
Absolutely,
a couple of these as well. I'll get 1 awakening just because it seems less likely. And then...
don't even think about being asleep after
oh my gosh.
taking lines of battle.
Triggered, man. We, yeah, so that was one of the big, maybe it's already up on YouTube and you've seen it, but yeah, it was just very unfortunate. Do we have to go see our dad?
Yeah, we do. We need to help Wally catch
Oh, that's
Pokemon.
right. Yeah, we'll do that and then we'll end off. Yeah.
I think that'll be end of it for us after that.
Yeah. We've got our good frenemy Wally. I'm gonna kind of speed through this story. If anyone wants the story, there are plenty of other places to get that. Gets the 1 in 5 in 10 or 5 in 100. Is it 5% chance, something like that? 1 in 20.
Sorry, I was just looking at. I think it's 4%. Yeah, 4% chance of finding a Ralts.
So very lucky here. Could be a fun one to try. Definitely could be a fun team member to add. His hair color is like vomit.
Yeah, it's strange, isn't it?
It's a very bizarre aesthetic, and he only has a single Pokeball. And I'm pretty sure Routes has a lower catch rate than what this shows you. But, oh well. You know, this isn't about the story.
Yeah.
So,
To be
there we
honest, I
go.
think- Let's have a look. Roads.
So, he tells us to become a rugged gym leader or he won't love us anymore, which seems about appropriate.
I mean, he already doesn't love us, but
Yeah.
that's the point. For some reason, I always thought Waltz teleport, but it doesn't.
Ah, it's not an Abra. It just got Growl, though, doesn't
Yeah,
it?
I know. Yeah, it only has Growl, but yeah, it's just very hard to find. I suppose.
How is he literally, how is he going to level it up? It genuinely can't attack. Oh well. Unsolved mysteries of the Pokemon world. But we will continue on to Route 104 next time. So, thanks so much for watching. We'll see you then.